Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw fastball. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a quick sketch for myself to try to figure out how I'm going to pose her. And I know this is kind of light, so you probably can't see it, but that's okay. Again, this is for myself. Just trying to figure out a good pose and to make sure I don't fall off the screen. Alright, I'm trying to think of some kind of like baseball pose, something kind of baseball related. Ooh, look, this is why I sketched, because this foot is a lot lower than this foot. So I need to readjust. And that's what sketching is for. It's for trying to figure out poses and drawing over and over again until I'm happy with the picture. Alright. So, don't ever feel bad that you got to draw stuff over and over again, because A, that's what sketching is, and B, that's how you get better, because you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but you have to keep sketching and trying until you get there, and eventually you're going to like the pose you're going to like the line that you put down. That's the best way to look at it. I think I like the legs. I think I'm happy with that position, and I can move on to the rest of the body. But I'm just going to throw in a few things here real fast just to double check that I don't forget something, because she's got a lot of cool stuff on her, like this baseball grenade. Okay, I think that looks good. Cool, that's great right there. So let's work on the body. And I think I'm gonna have her kind of with the big strong hand up. I like doing that, like the big strong, like here I come, you better watch out. I like doing that. And I think for this one, I know she's not an umpire, but I kind of feel like the whole safe, like she's doing some kind of strikeout hand, So, and it'll let us practice poses, It may not be 100% screen accurate, but it'll let us figure out poses. Okay, so that looks good right there. Kind of, the arm sticking out. So I just got to make sure I leave room for the other stuff over here. What else? She's got the arm protector like that, and then the glove thing like this. And I think I'm good with that, so I'm just going to finish out the face real fast. So now I just need to draw some facial features, and we can get going with that. So I gotta, the tricky thing about doing these little drawings for you guys is that I can't add too many details in the face, because it's too small, and I'm drawing with the Sharpie. So I'm kind of losing the ability to add detail, So I have to be very careful and make some decisions of what I'm going to add and what I'm not going to add, and still get it to look good, Okay, I think that'll be good for her hair. Oh yeah, I got to draw her hat. Duh. Okay. Something like that. And then her little pigtails that she's got. I'm just kind of exaggerating some stuff. And that's kind of the fun thing too about drawing, is you get to make the decisions of how it's going to look. So you get to decide what's exaggerated and what's not. And try to make it look good, Okay, I think I'm happy with where we are right now. So I'm pretty sure I can move on to inking. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to a Sharpie, a couple of Sharpies. You're welcome to use a pencil if you like, but I'm going to use a Sharpie pen and a Sharpie fine point. This one's for the finer detail, and then I'm going to move back over to this so you can see it much better. But I can't control the fine detail like I can with this, so I'm going to start off with this just to draw some of the facial features, okay? So I'm going to draw the top of the eye first like that. And I like to do both sides just to see if I can get them, even, deciding on which way the face is going to go. So now I'm going to add some pupils. Again, just to make sure I got them both about roughly the same size. I'm going to add just a little bit of makeup, like a little cat's eye type thing, like that. And I'm going to come in here real lightly with my Sharpie and connect them, like that. Just to, give it an eyeball look. Again, it's hard to do with this, so I'm kind of not really touching all the lines, because once it gets too thick, it's too far, I can't go any further. So I'm going to add some eyebrows like that. Okay, for the nose, I'm just going to add a few little dots for the nostrils, just to indicate that there's a nose there. I guess I'll add a little bit of a bridge, just like that. Bring that up a little bit higher. And there, that's all I'm going to do for the nose, because you recognize facial features, so you can kind of get away with stuff like that, especially when it's this tiny. You don't want to go real crazy with the lines, okay? And so I like doing the corners of the mouth like that. So I'm going to draw the rest of the mouth like this. I'm going to draw some lips, draw the bottom lip. Okay, and I think that's good enough for the face. So I'm going to add a few more details here, because again, it's hard to control with that Sharpie. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the things I can control with the finer Sharpie, like the brim of this hat. Okay, so it's going to kind of come up like this and come down here like that. Again, I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit, because it's just so hard to control with that Sharpie. And then I'm going to connect it like this, and that's just where it connects to the back of the hat. And so sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. This time we didn't, so I'm not going to worry about it, okay? So I'm going to draw her hair coming down like this into her face. I'm going to draw her face in. I should have drawn the chin first, but my sketch tells me where it's going to be, so I had the freedom to draw from the side. But I like to draw the chin, that way I know where it's going to be, something like that, and then I can come up here and draw the rest. And it gives me an idea of my edges, basically. Once you know your edges, you can draw the rest. But you gotta define those edges, Okay, I think I'm good with the tiny Sharpie, the pen Sharpie. So I'm gonna move on to the big Sharpie so you can see everything much better. Okay. All right, so let's see, what can I define to give me edges? I think her neck is going to be the next best thing, and then I can draw the hair, then the hat, okay? So the neck, I'm just going to bring it down like this, where it connects, and so now I can draw her hair, like that. Again, this side over here, and I like, if I can, I like trying to do each side so I know where I am, So I'm going to tie it off in a pigtail like that. I'm gonna draw some little whippies, I like to call them, and connect it like that. Okay, so now I can draw the rest of her hat, which is up like this, and down there like that. And I did that kind of straight, but meh, it's all right. It's how I'm doing it, It's my drawing. Okay, so I like to draw what's on top first, and then I come down, draw the stuff that's behind it. So the thing that's on the front, or on, well, I say the front, but it's on the top as far as looking down at it like this. What's in front is this arm protector thing. And it's kind of up because her arm's up, so I'm going to draw it like this. I'm going to draw the outline of it first, like that. And then bear with me because I'm going to do a couple of crazy kooky things, right? I'm going to do like this. And then I'm going to come in here and do like this. And this is just because I want to do it like this. Just to draw like the bars, you know? And so now I can draw the other side of it. So there's an arm protector over here like that. That's inside, you can see it. And I can draw the rest of her now, okay? So let's draw her chest and waist, and we can build off of that. So let's see where her arm's gonna come through like that. Let me draw her chest into her waist, like this. And her shirt is a little over her side. It flares out just a little bit, so I'm gonna draw like this for the other side. Come up here, and I'm going to go ahead and stop it right there because that's where her strap is for her backpack. And I can just do like this to define that. Okay, and I'll show you what I was doing here. Here, I'll just go ahead and draw the belt edge like this. So now I can draw her skin like that, and see how it was like flared out a little over the skin? That's what I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and draw this arm. Let's finish it off and work with that. Let's see, her arm, it has a few straps holding stuff on, so I'm gonna draw like this. I'm gonna come out here and do a couple little nubbly bumps like that. That'll take me to her elbow. And then the way her arm is bent, it's gonna kind of do the bottom edge like this into the forearm that way. And I can draw, let's see, she does have a glove, so I'll go ahead and draw that edge like that. But there's an arm protector there, so that's why I stopped. I didn't draw the whole thing. So I can draw the rest of her arm like this. And again, stop right there because I have that arm protector thing that's going on. So let's draw that. And I'm just going to do something like this and connect it up here. And that's the arm protector. And oh, you know what? There are straps holding that in. I forgot to add little nubbly bumps for that. So we'll just do that. And this, what I was talking about, are the straps that hold on this thing. You know, so I'm just kind of doing something like that. And I like using this smaller pen just to give me a little bit of different technique, a little different style, you know. This has got something like that. It looks a little different, you know? Okay, let's draw our hand. So, this hand I'm going to have, let's see, there is the top protector thing. So let's go ahead and just draw that, and that'll define the top of the edge. So, her hand's basically going to be like this, you know? So, I'm going to draw the meat of the hand like that to the thumb. The thumb's coming up like this. I can draw the thumb connected like that. So now, I could just draw a few fingers sticking out like this. And I don't have to draw too much because the fingers are all stacked behind each other. So that's good enough. I think we're good with that. So let's move on to the rest of her body. So she has a strap moving across over here. And that's why I didn't want to keep going over with this, because I wanted to draw the strap coming over here. So I'm just going to draw like that. And I'm going to allow for the buckle. And sure, let's go ahead and do that buckle real quick. So I'm just going to do something like this. Just as something to indicate a buckle. It doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just something for us. And so now I can draw her other arm. And her other arm has a sleeve. So let's go ahead and draw the shirt like this to the sleeve. And that'll give us an edge to stop with and come back to. So let's go ahead and draw her shirt, which is a jersey. I'm just going to come down to like that. And I'll take care of the rest of that with color, but I just wanted to define some edges real quick to let us keep moving forward. So that part's done. Let's move over here to this arm. And it's going to be straight up and defiant. So let's see. Let's draw this hand here. So I'm going to draw the knuckles like that because I know where my sketch is. Draw the meat of the hand into the pinky. And it's bent over like this. So I'm going to draw that knuckle. And, ooh, you know what? Before I go too far forward, the thumb is in front of a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to put that first. So now I'm going to draw some of the other knuckles. And like that. And that's pretty much all we got to do for the hand. Let's add the connecting thumb like this. And so now I could draw the rest of it. So she does have a glove on. So we'll do that right there. And I can draw the forearm like this, but not all the way. Well, just to there. And down to the elbow like this. And that way, that's what I meant by not all the way. It's not going to connect. This is going to go to touch the arm and come up like this. And so see, we pretty much got that bunch done. Let's move on to the belt. She has a like hip pack. Looks like a fanny pack, but sure, it is. It's a fanny pack. Let's not hide it. That's what she wants. We're going to say she's wearing a fanny pack. Some kids think it's cool. And it's just got a few little details like a zipper that I'm going to add real quick. Just something cool, you know. It's not like it's very critical that I do or don't add that. I'm going to give it an edge because that's the side of it, like that. Cool. And the other side over here. Connecting to it is a baseball grenade. And so I'm just going to draw a circle like that, the top where it connects, the handle that flies off like that. And that's all I'm going to do for that because I'll define the baseball look with color. So let's do the other edge of the belt and go ahead and connect it over here like this. And let's see, there's a little connector like that. So now I'm going to draw her legs, and she's kind of like in a shortstop, you know, running type kind of thing, you know. Alright, so let's see, let's draw her legs to this little, well here, let's just draw that. She's got some kind of knee, not even a knee thing, I was going to say a knee pad, but it's not a knee pad, it's just a accessory. I guess that's the best way I could describe it. That's over her leg. But see, it's like this, you know, sometimes I can't think of the right words for the things I want to describe on here. It's really cool, but it's some kind of protector or pad, you know, that's on here. But it's on her leg, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I just want to draw it on front first because the leg's going to be underneath it, and I like drawing the stuff on top first. All right, let's draw her shorts. So her shorts are going to come up like this, flare up just a little bit, come down, and then connect here in the crotch, come down here, far out just a little bit, come up here, like that. That's good for her legs, or for her shorts. I will add just like some creases, you know, because it's bent, and I like drawing creases in pants. You know, it makes it real, makes it look alive, like that. Okay, let's not go too crazy. Let's just do that. All right, so let's draw the rest of the leg. So I know from my sketch how it's going to be. I can just follow it here. And the leg is pretty much a legging that goes all the way down to there. So I just got to draw the contour of the leg. And through my sketch, I know where it's going to be. So that's how I know the kneecap there. Like that. See? And draw the legging. And that's the easy thing about her character, is that there's not a lot of detail except for coloring in there. It just follows the contours of the shape of the leg. So same thing over here. I'm going to follow my sketch. And draw the outer muscle of the leg right there. The kneecap's right about right there, so I'm going to come into this, draw the inside of the leg, like that. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so let's draw the rest of the leg, and then bring it down to here, sort of the ankle into the shoe. Let's draw this ankle to that shoe. And now let's draw the shoes. So, she's got like the sporty, not really a baseball shoe, but yeah, we'll call it that. So we can get a little creative with it. Let's draw this one down here like this. That's what that side. Let's draw it to the front like that, and it's facing you, so the point of it is like this, and that's this point, like that. So let's draw the bottom here so you see what I'm talking about. and that's this point. Okay, that's what that point is, and that's why it's pointed straight at you, so you can kind of get away with just drawing it like that. So, okay, we're pretty much done. I'm just going to add a few more little things, like we're going to add like a little lace section there. So again, just so you can see what I'm doing here, and that's this lace section. Okay, that's why it's pointed straight at you and looks a little different. And lets you draw it that way. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more of creases for the pants, just to show this material and not the leg. So I'm going to take care of coloring with the rest. So for now, that is Fastball. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.